Hey everyone, Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm looking very pretty, mashallah. I think I'm very happy with my foundation look and this scarf, this outfit. It's a new outfit and today is Jummah, it's Friday. Friday is like a very special day and calls for celebration. It's I always feel special, different on Fridays, and today I wanted to talk a few words about my hijab journey. I was thinking about it and I cannot realize I started wearing hijab in 2017, which means it's been 5, 6, 7, almost 8 years. I admit that I haven't worn it consistently and I haven't worn it perfectly, but it's the journey is quite insane. I have to admit, I still remember like it was yesterday. It's been 8 years, but when I think of when I had started wearing my hijab, it's a very beautiful story in my life. I've had lots of very intense and rich experiences during my 30 years of being alive, but nothing comes close perhaps to my journey of wearing hijab and my spiritual journey. I have like so many changes have happened in my life, good and bad. I would like to believe that I have progressed and I have become a better human being. But I'm very honest and I don't say that I am where I want to be ideally in my life. I am aware that I have a lot of work to do on myself. If I have to like summarize it in a nutshell, what the hijab has brought to me over the years, even if I have messed up and I haven't been a good example of what a Muslim should be, very objectively speaking, yeah, ironically enough, I would say that the hijab has made me feel a lot more feminine and beautiful. And there are so many things I have to say actually about my hijab journey and what the hijab has taught me. First of all, a little background for those who have never visited my channel or who have never heard about it. When I was 22 years old in 2020, in 2017, I was struggling a lot emotionally and feeling very lonely, and I went through a heartbreak, and it was extremely tough for me. At that time, I felt like all around me I was exposed to certain things which I didn't find appropriate. And I all of a sudden, like out of the blue, one day I woke up and I told myself that I want to cover myself up because I want to be protected from certain things which were happening around me, and I didn't want to be part of that. So I started wearing a hijab. It's quite insane actually when you think of it. I never planned to wear a hijab. No one ever convinced me to wear a hijab. No one in my family wears a hijab. I hadn't like gotten a certain epiphany that I had read a book, or all of a sudden I had like, yeah, it was planned by God. I'm sure of that, that it was written and that God chose to guide me because it was a turning point in my life. I still, even till date, actually, I don't have any idea how was I so brave. I was comparatively young. Today I'm 30 years old. Even now I struggle with the hijab, although I'm a lot more confident and less of a people pleaser. But back then I was still like I was on the lookout for a spouse actively, and I imagine that wearing a hijab as a single Muslim woman in a family where no one wears a hijab is not always easy. And everyone who has perhaps been on the lookout to get married knows, as a Muslim woman who wears a hijab, you know that you don't always feel validated when you wear a hijab. You don't always feel accepted, or people don't always want a hijab wearing wife. That's the honest truth, and it's fine. I respect that, but I just really I applaud my bravery for having taken that decision at the time out of my own. It was my own decision 100%. Like no one, it wasn't like someone was convincing me or someone was brainwashing me or that I had attended a talk and then I wanted to, it had influenced me. It literally came out of the blue and it came overnight. I still remember that at that time I didn't even have a lot of hijabs. Maybe I had two, three, or four of them, and those were just some random scarves that I used to wear at home. And then I started wearing it, and I don't know, I don't remember actually what was the first scarf that I wore. Perhaps a blue scarf, maybe to go to work. A blue or a gray scarf, my memory tells me. It's been so long ago, like subhanallah, very incredible journey. And who would have thought? Little background story, by the way, I absolutely hated the hijab, and I had the misunderstanding or the misconception rather than hijab was making women ugly and oppressing women. I always felt like, it was preventing you from living your life, and it was a barrier, it was going to block you, and it was something negative. Basically, I thought that the hijab was a very negative thing, and I, being the very opinionated and vocal and independent thinking woman that I was at the university, I used to be extremely, not rebellious, but I used to have a very strong character and very opinionated. I knew, I felt like, I felt like one had to be able to dress like really revealing way in order to be free and strong and empowered. Of course, every woman has the right to dress the way she wants, but at that time I felt like, why would someone cover up? I never understood the hang of it. Like, why would someone willingly choose to wear modest clothes? I never understood until I started wearing a hijab. And I'm going to share with you my other comments in another video, because this one is already, like, I have so much to say. Like, I can keep on talking a whole day about my hijab story. This is so special for me. And yeah, I feel like I can't really explain it. I have so many things to share with you, but right now I feel like, genuinely, I'm feeling really, really tired physically. I feel drained. I feel like I will be back hopefully after, in the evening, after prayer. So very nice to have you here, and I will be extremely happy if you have been able to be inspired by my video and my experience that I have shared. So take care of you, and assalamu alaikum.